Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. The 5 permanent members of the United Nations have agreed to back a Security Council resolution that demands Syria turn over its chemical weapons, but stops short of calling for military action. Austerity measures are pushing multiple organizations within Greece to the point of collapse, with many of the country's corporations and educational institutions being forced to permanently suspend their operations. Even as the country slides deeper into economic disorder, Greek prosecutors are ordering an investigation into a post on a military reservist website that demanded the forceful resignation of the government and the president under the guidance of the armed forces. The statement, backed by a large number of reservists, is being seen by many as a call for a military coup in a region where citizens are not apprehensive to taking to the streets, showing their distrust and discontent with the government. A scourge of giant hornets has been reported in a province within China where at least 28 people have died as a result of being stung by the large insects, while another 400 citizens are reported to have been injured. The hornets, sometimes longer than 2 inches with a stinger measuring nearly 1/4 inch, are reported to be extremely aggressive, chasing victims for hundreds of feet at a time, as local authorities are warning residents to be aware of an increase in the hornets' presence and their attacks. Once Typhoon Pabuk is continuing to parallel the coast of Japan, where a NASA satellite has provided a visible image of the transforming storm as it passes over cooler water. The storm system is expected to unleash a large amount of rain in smaller storm cells near the Fukushima nuclear power plant, where authorities say that the underwater curtain or silt fences built to prevent the spread of radioactive materials directly into the ocean have been breached, and may be leaking an undetermined amount of additional radiation into the sea. The World Health Organization is urging all countries around the world to undertake the necessary steps to monitor their borders for the MERS coronavirus, as Muslims prepare for the largest religious gathering in Saudi Arabia where millions gathered may be exposed to the disease. The mud island raised during the Pakistan earthquake on Tuesday is releasing a flammable gas, volatile enough to be lit on fire at the breach and kill nearby fish and wildlife. And to wrap things up, Sudan is deploying its military to the streets after riots led to security clashes killing at least 30 people. The NSA is refusing to answer whether cell phone locations have been used to track citizens within the U.S. Scientists working with the Mars rover Curiosity have found that the soil of the planet contains 2% water, and a 5.7 in Mexico with an unusually quiet ring of fire completes today's Quake Watch. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by SHTFplan.com, where even the officials go for news, and SQmetals.com for all your precious metal needs.